What is going on, all you Pokemon collecting maniacs out there? This is Ryan, the PikiPikaPapa, and today is the day where I share with all of you where I'm planning on spending my Poké Dollars for the month ahead. And listen, I take this very seriously. I work hard for my money and you work hard for yours, so whenever I make a decision to spend some of it, I try and do as much research as I can, so when I lay my head down at night, I feel really good about the dollars that I've spent. Doesn't mean we're always right, but it does mean that at least we've put in our due diligence and we've done some research. Now, one of the things I will say is this very first slide right here, we're jumping straight into it, is a slide that I did last month. Last month, I talked about the Crown Zenith Sea and Sky box, which is available at Sam's Club. And I thought this month, listen, I'm going to buy more. I don't know what else to say. I almost didn't include it on the list because I was like, I don't want to give the same recommendation 2 months in a row. But the reality is I'm going to buy more 2 months in a row. And there's nothing wrong with doing the same thing 2 months in a row. If you think it's a great opportunity, why would I not highlight it? Because it's actually what I'm going to do. So we're going to talk about Sea and Sky one more time. Now, as I said, this is the exact slide that I used last month. However, things have changed. If you look at those top 5 cards down there at the very bottom, those are some pretty healthy price points. But guess what's happened over the last month to those top 5 cards in terms of price appreciation? Look at what has been going on in the Crown Zenith single space. I mean, you got that Giratina is up 71%, one of my favorite cards from the whole Sword and Shield era. That Mewtwo V-Star is up 63%. You got the Arceus, the Dialga, the Palkia. All of them are up significantly, and this box was available last month at $2.86 a pack. There's 14 packs in here. It's $39.98. Yes, you've got to have a Sam's Club membership, but that price per pack is absolutely abysmal. And listen, I don't know. I have all kinds of theories about packs and pull rates and all of that, but I will say this. These packs seem to be very, very, very frothy when it comes to the quality of cards that you pull from it. I bought 2 of these. My family had to go on a long plane trip, so I bought 2 of these. I broke them down. I brought the packs on the plane for my kids to open, and one kid pulled the Giratina and the other kid pulled the Arceus. It was absolutely wild to pull those 2 amazing cards out of 28 packs, and both of them obviously came from the Sea and Sky box. So who knows? I don't know if these packs are loaded or whatnot, but I do know people seem to feel like they get a pretty decent hit rate out of it. Do not buy this product because of that, though. For me, I'm buying it for a long-term sealed thing because you know how much I love products that have big name Pokemon on it. You got Rayquaza on here, you got Kyogre on here, right? And I love big pack counts. I love this has 14 cards in it. Plus, from a set perspective, you're going to have a chase card that's getting up near $200, and you're going to have a number 2 card that's getting up near $100. When we see sets with a card over 200 and a card over 100, man, they just tend to hold their value very, very well over the long run. So listen, I know I talked about Sea and Sky last month, but I promise you I'm going to be buying more this month, cemented by the fact that these cards continue to climb in value. And the other thing I talk about on this channel a lot, and we're going to continue to talk about it throughout this video, is window of opportunity. In the Pokemon space, sometimes you have products that are available and are available at a good price, but your window of opportunity might be much longer versus others. I fully believe, and I could be wrong, who knows what the Pokemon company is doing, but I really believe this could be the last Crown Zenith product that we have. We are going into year 3 of Scarlet and Violet, for goodness sake. So we might not see any more Crown Zenith product out in the wild, which means as soon as this flushes out, my goodness, we could start to see some price appreciation beyond what we're already seeing in the Crown Zenith space from a singles card and also from a sealed card perspective. So could be very cool to see what happens. Certainly in the next year, it's going to be exciting to see. Crown Zenith is a ton of fun. It's a great set. I have always enjoyed opening Crown Zenith, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But again, just even from a price per pack perspective, you can't beat this product, so I'm super pumped to be highlighting it as we speak right now. Now, before I get into the other 4, I've got to tell you right now, I have so much fun on this channel, but I would love it if you're having fun too and you hit that subscribe button. And if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. And if you got questions or comments, drop them down below. We do a ton of work here. We got a small channel, and any of those 3 things go a long way in helping us out. So with that out of the way, let's get into the other 4 things that I'm going to be spending my Pokemon cash on this month. Now, we're looking right here at all of the booster box prices in the Sword and Shield era and how they've moved over the last 12 months. And remember, I just got done talking about window of opportunity, and I think there is a particular box in the booster box space from the Sword and Shield era where the window of opportunity is literally slamming shut. I think it's going to be gone, and the price is going to spike in a very short amount of time. And of course, what I'm talking about is battle styles. If you look at all of these booster box prices, and let's focus on the the right-hand side of this screen where the red box is, right? You got Battle Styles, you got Vivid Voltage, you got Darkness Ablaze, you got Rebel Clash, you got Sword and Shield. After Battle Styles is when booster box prices start to get really aggressive, right? You got Chilling Reign at $250. The lowest ones right now are Astral Radiance and Silver Tempest, which are right up there at the $200 mark. But when we want to do a comparison, I want to compare like for like. So the way I do this is you got Battle Styles, Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze. I don't really compare the booster box price to Rebel Clash or Sword and Shield, right? Those were pre-pandemic. I think the print runs were much smaller back then, so the prices are a little bit higher from a rarity play. But when you think about Battle Styles has alt arts. Like, none of those other sets have alt arts. Not only that, but if you look here, you've got two awesome alt arts there at the very top. I mean, both of those cards are well over $50, and the freaking Tyranitar, which is an early gen Pokemon, an alt art, the Sleepy T-Tar, it has its own nickname. Like, it is just an awesome card. That one is right at $150, and yet when you look at the booster box price, Battle Styles booster box market price is still $134 right now versus Vivid Voltage, where the market price is $152. Darkness Ablaze, which is $164. And, let's compare. Let's look at the singles cards, right? So when you talk about Vivid Voltage, okay, yes, you got the Chunk of Chew at the top, the Rainbow card. I'm a big fan of this card. I think that this one is really tied in kind of to the pandemic era when a lot of people came back into the hobby, but still it's a $120 card right now, $130 card. You got the T-Tar, which is at $150, and then the number 2 card in this is the Nessa, which comes in at $13, right? And in the Battle Styles, the number 2 card is almost at $60, yet for whatever reason, the Vivid Voltage booster box market price is still at $153 versus Battle Styles at $134. The next one we're going to talk about is Darkness Ablaze, and I mean, there is nothing to be excited about in the terms of Darkness Ablaze. You got a Charizard at the very top. It's not even an alt art, and it is a sub $30 card right now, and yet still, even with all of that, guess what? Darkness Ablaze booster box market price right now is $164 versus Battle Styles coming in at $134. And so when you think about that, you come back to the cards that are in Battle Styles, and I just feel like the window of opportunity is closing. I feel like the fact that it is alt arts, Sword and Shield. I mean, my God, we're entering year 3 of Scarlet and Violet, and we're still talking about early era Sword and Shield booster boxes, which are available on the Pokemon Center. I do think it's going to sell out soon, and when it does, I think it's going to have some opportunity to go up in price. And the other thing that gives me a little bit of confidence in it is you can't always compare other eras. I just don't think it's fair. The print runs were different, but I do keep one eye on Sun and Moon. So these are the beginning era sets from Sun and Moon, and you look at Forbidden Light, which doesn't have a lot of really exciting cards. Even the Chase card I think is $50 right now, and that booster box is at $513. You got Crimson Invasion. I mean, there's not a lot going on in Crimson Invasion either. That booster box is at $250. Guardian Rising's not an expensive or not an exciting set at $470. So I just keep thinking about this, right? When you think about the lowest valued booster boxes from the Sun and Moon era, I guarantee you Battle Styles will not be the lowest valued booster box from the Sword and Shield era. So I think there's a lot of upside, and I think the window of opportunity for this product is closing, and that's why I'm going to buy more of them this month. Maybe not a ton, but I'm certainly going to add more to the Poke Closet because it might be the last chance to get this one sub MSRP. The next thing we're talking about is Prismatic Evolutions. I'm not going to beat the dead horse here. I am all about Prismatic Evolutions. So are you. So is everybody else out there. But I am keeping what I'm buying to a narrow focus because there are a lot of things out there. I want to buy Pokemon Center exclusively trainer boxes if I can. I already have some secured. Very thankful for that. I want to buy the surprise boxes. Already have some of those secured. Very thankful for that. And I am a big believer in these 2-pack blisters with this Pokemon Day stamped Eevee in it. I think that product is going to do very well in the long run. I don't think it's going to pop off overnight, but I think in the long run, that's a great one. So in the sea of Pokemon awesomeness, in the sea of Prismatic Evolution products, these are the 3 that I'm focusing on, because if I start just buying any Prismatic Evolution product, even though I think all of them could be great investments, it might take away from the opportunity to purchase some of these, which I prefer to have in my collection over the long run. So this is my focus. This is what I'm staying in. However, I do think anything Prismatic Evolutions will be absolutely fire. So don't hesitate to pull the trigger if you want to. The next thing we're talking about right here is the Blooming Waters set. And I know the Blooming Waters Premium Collection is not supposed to come out till February. However, it's been confirmed that there have actually been some of these available in Canadian Costco's. Now, I live in the US. It certainly doesn't mean that we'll get these early in the US, but I promise you, we go to Costco all the time. You guys know we own a vending machine business. We buy a lot of product from Costco. We're there all the time. I will be searching for Blooming Waters boxes every single time I am there. I have told my wife that if she is there, she should buy. She goes a lot more often than I do. Usually she'll take a picture and send me and say, hey, should I buy some of these? But I am giving her the preemptive green light to buy these at a crazy pace. Now, the price per pack is amazing, right? It's $44.99 for 12 packs. But what gets me even more excited is you've got the Blastoise on there and the I mean, it's just, the whole thing is going to be incredible. Again, you're getting 151 in the wild at $3.75 per pack. There's no guarantee we're going to find these in January, but as I said, I just had to highlight it. I had to talk about it because it has been confirmed and seen in Canada. So just in case it trickles down here into the US, I want you to be aware of it. I want me to be aware of it. And I want us to be able to get these if we possibly can, because they're going to sell out instantaneously and they're going to be scalped like crazy on the secondary market. The next thing and the final thing, as you know, I shared with you my collecting goals for 2025. I will continue to be buying and investing in any of the new sets that are coming out in the Scarlet and Violet era. We know the back half of Generations traditionally perform really well. We are firmly in the back half of Scarlet and Violet. And you know, Journey Together is going to come out January 24th in Japan. It's going to come out March 28th here in the US. I think we might get the official announcement here in the US relatively soon. I think we might be able to do some pre-orders. I'm telling you, those Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes, as soon as you get word that they're available, if you want to buy them, go. They have been selling out like hotcakes. Like even the pre-orders have been selling out, and then the day the set launches, they have been really, really hard to get a hold of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow my normal pattern. I would like to be able to pre-order a booster box case of this if I can, and of course I would like to buy multiple cases of the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box, and I always buy 2 individual Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes because this hobby is no fun if you don't enjoy it with somebody, and me and my kids absolutely love enjoying and opening these products, and then I always send the stamp promos out to PSA. I'm building an entire PSA graded Pokemon Center exclusive stamp promo set. So I think that'd be really cool. So that's it. Those are the 5 things I'm gonna be going after this month. I have all the conviction in the world in all 5 of these products. I don't think there's anything life-changing. I don't think that I'm giving you any insider secrets or information. I think we're all aware of these products, and I think we all are aligned that these are going to be very, very good, not only short-term, but especially long-term investments. So I'm very excited for the month ahead. I'm very excited to see what comes in the further months ahead in 2025, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do, and you made it to the end, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you liked what you see, give us a thumbs up, and if you got questions or comments, drop them down below. I appreciate you more than I can say. I hope you have an epic one, and I'll talk to you soon, everybody. Thank you. Bye.